Welcome, fellow survivors, to a build like no other, your very own steampunk fantasy base. This magnificent steampunk-inspired design is perfect for any map. Inside, you'll discover a sleek office to do your paperwork, a comfy library, dino pens to keep your ARK creatures safe, a cozy dodo bar for your feathered friends, and a bedroom for a restful night's sleep. If you're enjoying today's video, don't hold back, hit that like button, share your thoughts on what you want me to build next in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free and helps me out tremendously. Now, without further ado, let's immerse ourselves in the magic of this steampunk build. Hello ladies and jelly spoons, and welcome back to a brand new building episode with me, Lols at Lance. Now, before we get started today, I have a big announcement to make. So big, I'm going to walk to the side of this cliff to announce my YouTube membership program. That's right, I decided it's time to open up my membership program. If you look below this video, you'll see the join button. In total, I have 5 tiers, and all tiers have access to my community server. So what are you waiting for? A whole new world awaits you on my ARK server. You can build, you can game, and you'll get to see me on the server occasionally. If you are wanting to join the server, just select a tier, join my Discord server, and let me know your YouTube name and I'll get you added on it immediately. Right, back to the video. So you might have noticed we are not on Aberration currently. To cut a long story short, my PC isn't quite up to the challenge for recording and gaming on that map properly, so I've had to settle for the island. But do not worry, because you'll still be able to build this absolutely anywhere you'd like on Aberration. And if you need base location ideas, do check out my base location video on Aberration to give you some help. But today we are here on the island. On the map, this location is at latitude 48, longitude 22.7. This location is at the top of a cliff right next to 3 cascading waterfalls that flow down into a narrow river below. Once you clear out all the trees, you will be met by a very uneven, grassy and rocky terrain, which is perfect for our build today, as I wanted to mimic the uneven terrain of Aberration. Okay guys, well, to start off the build, I'm actually going to be using some pillars just to try and get over some of the rocky terrain, and I've laid some pillars here. And obviously if you're building on Aberration, it's up to you if you want to do a foundation or, you know, pillars like I am. It's up to you. So from here, I'm going to go 4 across to the left. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm always going to be using pillars to go back down again, so we've got the foundation support. Then I'm going to go 5 towards me, so 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming towards me. You just want to turn this into a rectangle now, so you just want to connect these back up together. And just like that, you should have a 4x5 rectangle. Now from here, we're going to go out this way by 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 this way. And then we're going to go out by 4. So we've already done 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a 3x4 rectangle. You can do the exact same thing on the opposite side. And if you've done the other side, it should look something like this. So you've got a rectangle over there, a 3x4, and a 3x4 over here as well. And now we're going to start building up. So I'm going to be using stone for this, guys. And we're going to go up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're basically going to do this on each of the corners, just like this. So this corner like this, and this corner like this. Oopsie daisy. So you want to go up by 4 in total, guys, and you want to do the exact same thing on the opposite side here. And then on the left side here, we're going to be using some greenhouse glass. I'm going to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4 in total again, all the way up. And we're going to do this all the way around this rectangle. There we go. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. And just like that, you should have that side in as well. Now we're going to be using some quarter ceilings above the 4 walls that we put up earlier. So we're going to be using the quarter ceilings going out by 2 this way, as you can see. So 1, 2. And then we're going to go all the way across. And out by 2 on this side as well. So as you can see, it's just a straight line going all the way across. And we're going to repeat that on the opposite side here. Beautiful. And now we're going to use the normal ceiling going across the front and across the back. And honestly, you better as well just fill this all in. Now guys, I should have said this at the beginning, but if you don't want to use stone here, these are going to be changing into the steampunk skins, as you can see. So that's for the ceiling and for the floor as well. So if you don't want to use stone, go ahead and use thatch or wood to save on material. It's really up to you. But obviously stone is a lot safer. I mean, you can even use metal. It doesn't matter. But for the walls, we are going to be using stone. So you do need stone for the walls. Now guys, from this ceiling here, we're going to be going up by 4 walls in total. So you want to connect it to the corner here, because it will be a funny snap point now that there's quarter walls there. And we want to go up by 4. And literally all I'm going to do is go around the entire build like this now. These walls are going to cover up the entire next part of the build. So 4 high all the way around, guys. Let's do it. There we go. So that part of the build is now in. That's 4 walls high in total, guys. And then from here, we're going to do another layer. So we're going to go up again. And this time, I'm just going to use quarter walls to go around the entire rim of the build, going all the way around. And there you go. You should have a rim going around that entire cube at the top there. And now, again, we better as well fill in this area up here. Right, it looks pretty trash at the moment. It looks like a giant trash can, but ignore that because eventually it will turn into a thing of beauty. Now, we are going to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4 walls in total on that corner, and on this corner as well, we're going to go up by 4. Now, next to these walls, we're actually going to do something a little bit different. We're going to use stone doorways, like so. So 1 here, and then I'm going to swap it out to a short stone doorway. Then we'll do another long one, go up by 2, and then another short one, followed by a lovely little sloped wall right here. And you just want to repeat that on this side as well. Right, and I realised that actually, you know, I'm going to be using the steampunk skin on a lot of this stuff. Well, not a lot of it, but some of the stuff. We're going to be using the steampunk skin, as you can see. And it was really hard for me to work out, you know, should I be doing this as I go along? Because obviously if you're building in survival, it's going to be annoying having to add this all in at the end. But I think what we'll do is we'll do this part of the build over this side first, and then we'll add in the steampunk skin. And then you'll know what to do for the opposite side, because it's basically going to be identical. It's basically going to be identical on the other side. That is a T-Rex through there. Hello, Mr. T-Rex. Oh no, he's going to... Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it. That's it. Go all the way down the cliff. Take a little dive. He doesn't want to dive. You want me? Oh, he's a climber. Okay, there we go. Right, so coming on the left side of this part, we're going to be doing 2 stone walls coming out like this, all the way up. And the same on this side. And then in the middle here, we're going to be using greenhouse glass going all the way up again. Just like so. And you want to repeat that on the opposite side. Buddy, how did you get back up here? Honestly. Oh, I better get rid of him. And he's gone. I also should have said earlier, you want to repeat what we've done here on the opposite side as well. So you want to do everything we just did over here on this side as well. Lovely. So that side over there should be identical as well. Now let's plonk a roof on top of this as well. So I'm going to use a stone roof, but it is going to be using the structure skins. So use whatever roof you want. If you want to use thatch, go ahead and use thatch. And just a note to say that I am doing an overhang, so you want to go over by one on this side and one down here. And that is the roof placed in. Right, what to do next? When I'm doing tutorials, I'm like, okay, I've done that, I've done this. Now, what bit am I going to show next? What makes sense to show? Maybe we do these sections here. So this section over here is pretty easy. We're just going to put a roof on top of this. So, actually, I say it's simple. It's actually not that simple. I need to quickly just take this wall out here, place in a quarter wall, and then use that quarter wall to snap this roof on. There we go. And now this should be fine from here on out. We just want to go across and out. So it's a little bit out on this side. Ceiling tiles going all the way down. And then just bring it back down on the other side. And then you can go ahead and add that glass back in. And I think this should stay. Hopefully. And it does. Look at that. Then up here I'm going to add in a stone wall and stone sloped walls either side. Now over on this side we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go up by another 3, I think 1, 2, 3, and then go all the way around doing 3 high. So that should be 3 high in total, and you'll see that there's a little gap here, so we just want to use the quarter walls to hide the gap here. There we go. And yes, those of you with a keen eye might have noticed that the build that we're making is actually behind us right now. We're building that over there, basically. This is the first time where I've decided, you know what, I need a build for reference really close by. So I built it right there with the intention of building it here. Just so that I can quickly go over there, reference something, and come back and make sure that I'm doing it all correctly for you guys. So I don't cock it up, basically. Right, again, we want to connect this roof to the quarter wall here, and then try and get it to go up like so. Then bring it all the way out and over, and the same on the other side. And then just use ceilings going all the way in. Now, it wouldn't be steampunk if I didn't have more sections to this build, so we're going to keep expanding here. We're going to actually go out, so from the top of the windows here, we're going to bring this out by 1, 2, 3 going across like so. And then a little quarter ceiling in there to fill it in. Then we want to do quarter walls going across like this. And then windows going all the way across, and then quarter walls again right here. And then rather than using a full roof, which will look a bit weird because it will just connect up to the top as you can see, we're going to use a ramp. So I'm going to use a ramp here, and I'm actually going to flip the ramp over. So I'm not going to use this side of the ramp, I'm going to flip it over and use the underside, and you'll see why once we use the structure skins. Now here guys, if you're able to clip, do just clip in through here. If you're not able to clip, then just use some quarter ceilings to cover that up. Now on the right side here, we're going to add in another section that comes out. So I'm going to use a full ceiling tile coming out on the normal side. There we go. 1, 2. Just go out by 2. And then we're going to use 2 door frames on this side and on the opposite side. A window. And then 2 ramps upside down again, going up and down like so. We also want to add some railings in here. So a railing up there, and here and here. Also, let's fill in this section while we're here as well, and also use the railing here. Right, now for this side, I think I'm going to keep this side a bit more plain. So I think we're just going to do literally 1 wall, maybe 2 walls here. And then I'm thinking maybe a sloped wall and a normal wall like that. So it should look like this. And then we're going to just simply add in the roof on top. And there we go. That section is all added in. Now there's one final thing that I want to do. I think I want a doorway coming out this way and probably on the opposite side. So we'll do it on this side and you'll just repeat on the opposite side. So I'm going to go out by 1, 2, 3 in total. Let's also add in some pillars. And then let's go, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4 high in total with the walls. Add in a gate. Add in a full roof going across and back down again. And then from the roof you should be able to snap in a sloped wall. And then a normal wall. Fantastic. Now I am going to use pillars going all the way up for this. So we're going to go all the way up with the pillars. And we're going to be using a lot of pillars on this build. I just haven't placed them in yet. But I will place them in here for now. So everything we've just done here, so all of this section coming out, so 1, 2, 3 ceilings coming out, we're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side over here. So we want to add that in over here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. And just like that, that should also be in as well. Now one thing I did forget to say to repeat is this section here. So we added this little nub coming out here, and it went across by 1, 2, 3 walls and a half. So I've just laid it out here. We're going to add the exact same thing on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. And there you go. That's basically the layout of this build complete. And it looks pretty trash at the moment, but I promise you it will look good. We just need to start adding in all the details, and it will start to come alive. So before we go absolutely crazy with the steampunk skin and adding in all the details, let me just show you one little detail we're going to add up here. So I'm going to use the stone pillar going all the way up to the top here. And on this side as well. And then I'm going to use a skinny sideways beam going across like this. And then I'm going to use a skinny metal beam going all the way to the top. And then from here, we're simply going to add in a sloped wall going all the way around like so. Beautiful. So why don't I actually start doing all the details on this side, because basically everything that I do on this side you're going to replicate on the opposite side. So let's start with this. So we're going to start with some pillar work here. So I want to do pillars going all the way up to the top here, and also coming down this way. And then we're just repeating that on this side as well. So pillars going all the way up here and in that corner there. There we go. Then we're also going to have some pillars going all the way around the rim of this. And also pillars going up either side of the glass here. Now one other thing that we want to do if we can is try and add some railings inside the door frames. Now if you can't do this, don't worry, but if you can, then great. Let's add in some railings where we can, going all the way up here where it lets us. It won't let us do it everywhere, we'll just do it where we're allowed. Looks like that's all it's going to allow us to do, so we're just going to do the same thing again right here. And there we go. Now, it is time. The structure skin is coming out, the steampunk structure skin, newly added to Aberration. I'm going to start using it. So, now this is going to be really tedious, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be ever so tedious. So, we're going to be placing in all of the pillars in this structure skin, as you can see, but we're not going to use that style of pillar. Oh no, we're going to have to go up to it, select it, so hold it down, hold Y down if you're using a controller. I'm going to go skin settings and change it to stone. And guys, we're going to have to do that for every single pillar that we do, so I'm just warning you now, it's going to be tedious. So I'll probably do that off camera. I'm just going to place it in just so you know which ones are going to turn. So we're also going to do the doorways here, going up, as well as the railings. All of these pillars as well, which will be stone pillars. The middle section here. We're also going to do this wall right here, below the slope wall. So we're going to do the slope wall and the wall below it. And then all of the pillars going along the bottom, which again will be stone. guys, everything you've just done here, you're repeating on the opposite side. And obviously, don't forget, these are going to be stone, but I'm just not going to do them on camera because, oh my god, it takes so long. So, yeah, everything we've done here, just do here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. And once you've applied that, it should look something like this. Now, there is something I missed here. I want to add in some railings right in the middle, I think. So I'm going to do a railing coming across like so. And then if you get the right stat point, you should get one going that way and one going this way, like so. That is looking pretty gorgeous, so we've got to do the rest now. And obviously, guys, you're going to want to repeat everything that I'm doing on this side over that side a bit later. It is identical, literally identical, so I'm not going to do that on camera because it will just take too long. I did forget about this, though, but with this, it's pretty easy. We're just going to use the stone pillar skin again, going all the way up and all the way down here. This will be stone pillars. And actually, I am a bit tempted to use the structure skin all across here. So I'll do this going all the way up to the top. I think that is what we're going to do there. So I'll do that over here as well. Now, I'm not really keen on having this bottom stone bit all over the place. So I'm actually going to swap this stone out for, if I get it, the metal. You can scroll through the skin settings and get it to go to just metal. So it looks like a full sheet of metal there. And I think we'll do that 2 up. So do this one as well. There we go. So it should look like that. And I think I'm going to do it on this side as well. So the exact same thing again. And it should look something like this. Now I did change all of those pillars over to the stone as well. And then those over to the metal. So that's what it should look like, guys. And guys, again, you just want to repeat this design on the opposite side. So everything you do on this side and on this side, you just want to repeat on this side and on this side. Which I will do later because first of all, we're going to do this section here. So for this section here, I actually think there's no windows here, which is stupid of me. I should have probably added in some windows. So let's add in some greenhouse glass going across here. And then I'm thinking the top 2 layers here might be the steampunk skin going all the way across. But let's change this one to metal. And then coming around this side here, I think we're going to do a slightly different pattern. I could bring it all the way around, but let's do something a bit different. Let's just do the top layer as the structure skin. And then let's also do the bottom 2 layers as the structure skin. But let's do it so that the one up from the bottom, so that's the bottom there, let's do this one as metal. So like this, and we'll take that all the way across that line there. There we go, I think I like that. And you want to do that on the opposite side again. I think it goes without saying now. And now we do want to put some pillars going all the way around this. So we'll probably do the left side here and the right side here. And then the bottom as well. And these again will be the steampunk skin or stone variant. So not this, but the stone. Amazing. So that's all done. Again, just repeat on the opposite side. You also want to repeat this side over here on the left, on the right side here, which will be here. But let's focus on this. So with this, we're going to use the steampunk skin all across here, as well as the roof, of course. So it should look like this. And again, you want the pillars on the corner sections here, as well as here as well, actually. Again, those will be stone. And then this middle section here, again, this is all going to be steampunk. So we want to just swap this all over to steampunk. This little nub here also needs to be converted to the steampunk skin, which I have done. This little nub here is also just kind of sticking out and not really supported by anything. So if we add in a staircase coming down from the side here, all the way down, like so. That just adds in a bit more support for it. And then we'll just change that to the steampunk skin as well as adding in some railings going across and some railings going down. That looks a lot better. Now, for the bottom part, we're going to be using the steampunk skin just for the bottom windows, going all the way around. And the very tippity top of this corner section here, going around like so. And then we're going to put in some stone pillars going down here, up the corner here, and possibly right inside this corner here as well should be stone. Now, for where the glass is here, I'm thinking rather than using stone pillars, I might use some metal pillars going up. My voice just broke. Oh my goodness me. Let's go all the way up like this. And let's just leave them as metal. I think that might look quite nice. And again, guys, these will be the stone steampunk skin. Wherever there's a pillar, it's basically going to be a stone steampunk skin, apart from where I'm using these metal ones. And then literally you just want to repeat that on the opposite side over here. Just like that, that should be in as well. Now, for the roof, I should have probably said earlier that we're going to change the whole roof over to the steampunk skin. But I was going to leave it to last, but I'm actually already doing it. So we better as well just do it as we go now. For the ceilings here, as you can see, these are the ceilings. You can change the variation to be glass, I believe. Yes, look at that, glass. So that's what we want. And for this little nub here, I think I'm going to do the steampunk skin just on the top part. Just the top part. And we'll add in some pillars just going around the little corner sections here. Okay, so this is all basically almost done now. We just want to do this front section here. So for the steampunk skins, we're going to do the top part here. The pillars going all the way down, which will be stone. The gate will also be steampunk, of course. And the roof as well. So this will all be steampunk. I think we might do the bottom part as well. Let's do the bottom as steampunk. In fact, let's just take that all the way around to there. The same on this side as well. Go all the way around. And then let's have a pillar go all the way up to the top. What is that? What are you? Hello? Oh, T-Rex. Hello. And again, these will be the stone variation of the steampunk skin. Okay, the last thing I need to do is the roof up here as well. So let's just quickly add in the steampunk skin up here. There we go. Now, the absolute last thing you want to do here is just add in some railings across the roof linings. So I want to use the underside of it, going all the way up. And then you also want to do the bottom part as well, going all the way up again and all the way down. And then change it over to the steampunk skin. I also will probably do that on the entranceway here. Well, I think that's it on the detail side of things, because honestly, guys, everything that I've just done on this side, you're going to have to do on the opposite side. So that's all the steampunk skins, any details we've just added. You're going to replicate that on the opposite side, which I haven't done yet, which hopefully you guys would have been doing as you were going along. As you can see, this side's not done at all for me. So I'm going to go away and do all of that now, and I'll see you in a second. And I have added in all the details on this side as well. And you might think we're done with the details. Oh no, we're not done with the details yet. We're going to continue because I want to add in some dormers on the very top of the roof here. So I'm going to show you how to do one, and then we're just going to repeat that same design. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So on this third roof in, and one down from the bottom, we're going to add in a sloped wall either side of this. We're going to delete the roof. We're going to put in a doorway, and then we're going to add in little quarter ceilings going all the way around the rim. And then we're going to place in the roof going all the way in. So obviously, if you can't clip in, guys, just go as far as you can is what I would say. Just go as far as you can. But you should be able to. I'm not sure about official servers though, I'll be honest. And then on the inside here, you just want to place in a sloped wall either side there. And then just delete these little quarter ceilings all the way across. We don't need them anymore. And then we're going to replace the entire thing with the structure skin. So this is all getting replaced by the structure skin now. And that's how you do a fancy little dormer. Now, we went 1, 2, 3 in. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 in on this side as well. And then we're also going to do it on the opposite side. So 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and add all those dormers in now, and I'll see you in a second. And just like that, you should have all the dormers in, looking absolutely fabulous. And now I've just spotted in here, actually, it looks a bit weird in here. And maybe if I connect them up, it will look a lot better. So maybe if we just add in the extra roof tile, it won't look so weird. I think that's what we're going to have to do. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I mean, I notice it, but it's not too noticeable. That's fine. That's fine. Right, guys, that's basically the base complete. You've officially built the base. If you've got this far, you've built the base. Well done. But still, there's still a lot more we can do just to make it that extra bit special. Now, I think adding in some water tanks as chimneys will make this look 10 times better, a bit like we did on my old steampunk build back in the day. Now, I do encourage you to add these water tanks wherever you would like. I'm going to just add them in random places myself. So, really, guys, use me as a guide, but honestly, just put it wherever you feel like's the right place for it. Like so, I've just added them in various places on the roof, and look at that, it just transforms the whole build. Now, one other thing that we're going to need to add at some point is the decking. I need like a bit of a platform here, don't I? At the moment it's just all on stilts, but we want to add a bit of a decking going around it. Honestly, guys, you do this how you wish. It depends on the terrain, etc. So maybe I'll do that off camera. Maybe I'll do that off camera and save a bit of tutorial. Now, the last thing that we're going to do before I move on to the inside is I want to paint this. I want to paint this gold. But not all of it. I just want to do the roof and the chimneys. All the roofs and the chimneys are going to go gold. So, I believe for the roof, I'm going to do 2 and 6 on the spray painter. And this should do all the areas that I want it to do. And then for the chimneys, I'm going to do 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All of it, basically. I want to do the whole thing gold, like that. So we're going to do that absolutely everywhere. We're going to do all the roofs. So all of these roofs, all of these roofs, all of these roofs up here, all the chimneys. And then again, with the ramp, it should be 2 and 6 again. Yeah, 2 and 6 for the ramp. So we're going to do that all the way across again. And do that across the entire build. I think it's just going to give it a little bit more of an extra contrast between the stone, the metal, and the roof. I think this is going to look nicer. So, I'm going to go ahead and do all of that now, which will take a hot minute, I think, doing all of this. And I'll see you in a second. And there you have it, folks. The chimneys and the roofs are all painted in, and it just gives it, you know, a bit more contrast between the walls and the roof, as I said earlier. That looks bloody good if you ask me. Now, let's go inside, because this is what we're going to have to deal with next, the inside, which I'm not looking forward to. So for the inside of this build, guys, we're obviously going to probably use this downstairs area as a place to store your dinos. All your Ravengers and other animals you've got out for Aberration, you're going to place down here. This is the place for them. And then we're going to have some sort of staircase that's going to go up to the next floor. So this is the next floor up here. And honestly, we better as well get rid of all of these stone walls here for now. Let's just delete all of these because I don't think we need them. There we go. So we've got a nice open area here. I also need to place in some sloped walls here now. So really just going in and finding all the areas we can open up, because I believe there should be, if I'm not mistaken, there should be a house, little house in here. Yes, there's a little house in here as well. Look at this. So we'll open this up as well. Open it all up. So we got this section here, and we should have a section right here as well. Look at that. Got another little section here. This is cute. Got this little hidey hole in here. So we got plenty of little nooks and crannies to fit in here. And honestly, could we just get rid of this wall here? Let's see. I think we can. Look at that. We can also get rid of that wall. So yeah, look at this nice big area up here that we have. And then, of course, we've got the last area up here. So if I go and open this up, we've got the main area up here. Now, obviously, in Aberration, you don't have any flyers that will be able to fit in here. But hopefully, a rock drake will be able to fit in here. That was my plan. A rock drake can probably come up here and perch in here. I don't have a rock... I don't know if I'm going to be able to spawn a rock drake in to test this or not. Maybe I should have done that before I planned the whole build, because that's kind of what this area is for. Or if you're able to have flyers, then obviously put your flyers in here, like all your birds. If you're building this somewhere else other than Aberration, you can put your birds in here. So, right, let's work out how we're getting up. So I'm thinking just staircases going up, and honestly, I haven't planned any of this. When it comes to the interior, I plan nothing, so I don't know what's happening right now or where I'm going with this. We're just going to find out together and hope for the best. And then I'm thinking maybe ceiling going around like this. Followed by staircases again going up to the top. And I think it should reach. It does. Oh, no it doesn't. I just fell through a tiny gap. Okay, there is a gap there that we need to close off. So if we get rid of the quarter ceilings there. And then just add in a full ceiling. There we go. Okay, that's good. Then we can just basically fill this all in up here, I think. So we'll fill this in now with some ceilings. And then let's change this all to the steampunk skin as well. There we go. This is all the steampunk skin now going all the way up here. And this is all steampunk skin up here as well. Look at this. Oh, hang on a minute. I completely forgot. I think on this side as well, we do. We have a little house on this side. I completely forgot about. So let's get rid of all of this. And there we go. We've actually got a lot more room than I anticipated. Removing all these walls around here. Yeah, we got a ton of room here. I also completely forgot. I think we've got a nub on this side. If we delete this wall up here, there should be a little nub. There is a little nub. Look at this. We got another little section here to chill out in. So maybe we should get a little staircase up there. I don't know what we'll put in there, but it is there if we want it. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to get up there. Maybe an elevator, maybe some stairs. We'll see. I think first of all, let's start to decorate this whole area. So I'm going to start over here. I think I want to do like a little library section here. And maybe like a office above it. So I'm going to start doing this now. We're going to do it in super fast build mode. I think you should be able to follow along. Okay, there we go. I think this is looking pretty good. We've got like a library section here where we've got some blueprint storage. Yeah, these are blueprint storages. And then up here is where we've got our office where we can do some work. We've got our blueprint crafter here, the tinkering desk. And just a desk and chair here with our linked storage here, which is a bit like an ender chest, I believe, in Minecraft. I'm pretty happy with that, but obviously we also need a giant crafting zone. So I think I'm going to do the crafting zone over here. So I'm going to get to that now. Probably need some storage in here, actually. I might get rid of the preserving bin and put in some storage here temporarily. I might change my mind a bit later, but that makes more sense. And I think if I do a kitchen over here, it makes sense for the preserving bin to be over here. So I think that's probably what we'll do. So yeah, let's go ahead and put a kitchen in now over here. Okay, that's part of the kitchen, and I think I'm happy with that. I mean, it's very simple. I'm literally just placing items around the edge. I'm not doing anything crazy here, but let's start to get a bit crazier with the floor levels. So I think if we start to expand upwards so that we can do like a bedroom and a bar maybe, I think that would be quite fun. So I'm thinking we go up right here somewhere. If I can get a curvy staircase to snap into the correct place, please. Please, Mr. Stair. Snap, 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 snap. It's not snapping. Can I get it? No. I swear I had it a minute ago. Maybe if I go this side. No. Okay, it might be easier if I just put in a ceiling up here. And then snap it to that. There we go. Look at that. Then we can go up. Add in our ceiling tiles. There we go. So I've added a ceiling going across the entire length of the build. As you can see, it goes all the way to the other side. I think that gives us room to put in maybe a bedroom, and a bar could be quite fun. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm also thinking, actually, now that we're on this floor here, we can probably just put some stairs going up to the next floor rather than doing an elevator. So I'm going to do some curvy stairs and some normal stairs, and it should get us up here. Where are the stairs? There they are. And look at that, we can get up to the next floor. So this is perfect. This is perfect. So I think this little walkway here, I think I want a bar here. I think it'd be quite fun to have a bar maybe. So let's put in a bar. Let's see where we can put it. If I do a storage box coming out from here. So that will be a nice little bar. Maybe we'll put a robot here to serve us some drinks. So over here, I'm thinking a bedroom, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it, I'll be honest. Maybe a nice big bed in the middle here would be nice. Now, I might have to change some of these ceiling tiles out, actually, for quarter tiles, just so I can get this bed perfectly in the middle. Right, yeah, this should work. Let's give this a go. So I'm going to do like a nice big bed in the middle. Maybe some storage going around. We'll see what I come up with. There we go, the bedroom is in. That's looking pretty fancy. I'm happy with how this has turned out. I am wondering if we need to bring some beams down to the ground over here. Possibly. I'm thinking possibly we do. Just to make it look like there's more support for the upstairs. We also have this random little nub over here that's not doing anything at the moment. So I'm going to put some stairs going up to it at least. Just so it's there. And then let's change that over to that skin. Perfect. I don't know what to put in here. Maybe some beds. Maybe we could do a bedroom in here for some workers. Like so. It's a bit of a dodgy place to have a bed. And we could probably put a bed over this side as well. Or a desk. It's either going to be a bed or a desk on this side. So I'll put in a bed for now, but I might change it to a desk later. Because it, you know, it's quite a nice place to work. You can look outside, see what's going on. Look at the beautiful river. And well, guys, I think that's the interior done. Now, the downstairs is just going to be dinosaurs, really, and probably storage. I'll probably pop in some storage like this around some of these areas. But overall, I think this is just going to be for dinosaurs in here. In fact, probably over here is a better place for the vaults, underneath the stairs. But if we head on outside now, the only thing left for me to do is the decking. I'm probably going to do most of this off camera, but I'll just do a little bit now on camera just to show you what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking something like this for the decking. We'll probably have it come out and just go to around about there. And then I'll probably do some walls underneath, which I'm going to swap this all over to the steampunk skin as well. But we'll probably do like walls going all the way around the rim of the decking as well. I'm not sure, we'll probably go down maybe by 2. 1 or 2, no more than that. And then this will all be steampunk skin, as I said. So this will all be steampunk skin here. So you can see how it's going to look. But guys, I think what's best for me now is to go away, put in any additional details I think are necessary, and do the decking. So I'm going to go away and do all of that. And do not worry, guys, because I promise you I'll show you every single thing that I add during the base tour. We'll go do an in-depth base tour after this. So I'll see you guys after the cinematic shots. Hello ladies and jelly spoons and welcome back. The base is complete. And isn't she a thing of beauty? Look at that. Absolutely magnificent. Let me land my Zeppelin down on this little cliff top platform that I just placed so that I had a place to put it. And we'll get on with the base tour, shall we? If I just... Perfect landing. Look at this. Perfect landing. It's not like it's half off the side or anything. That's fine. Right, well, as you can see, there's going to be quite a few things to talk about here because I did add quite a few little details here and there. So let's just get straight to it, shall we? Let's start with the decking. So with the decking, guys, I literally did exactly what I showed you at the end of the tutorial. I just went around the whole base, placing in some ceiling tiles just to give us a little bit of a walkway around the entire base, which came out really nicely with the skin on. And the design I used around the decking is just very simple. 2 railings and a pillar. That's all it is. 2 railings and a pillar. And then walls below. It's that simple. I did additional things like adding in some metal pillars here with some railings to make it look like a little crane. And I found out you can literally put a testicle anywhere. And I'm not joking. You can put them anywhere. Watch this. When I say anywhere, I mean anywhere. Look, you can have them coming off the side of your build. You can have them coming down from the bottom. Insane. So there's probably a lot you can do with those for decoration's sake. So I didn't go crazy with them though. I just placed it randomly here just for fun. I also used the metal pillars just to make it look like there's a lot of pipework coming off the build in places like over here. I even have one connected to a industrial preserving bin. And the way I did that is I just put a little quarter wall down and then placed in a pillar and then had it come down. And I painted it gold as well. Now, one thing I completely forgot about was the industrial steam forge. It was so big, you know what, it can actually fit in the base very nicely. But I decided it's probably nicer outside, so I put it outside. And it makes a bit more sense to have it outside because you're probably just bringing your dinos up and then just placing the metal inside and stuff. So yeah, it does make more sense. Again, I placed these preserving bins everywhere. In fact, I think over here, yeah, I did a little line coming out with the metal beams. Used railings to give it some support, well, give the illusion of support. And then put a preserving bin on top because it's like a little chimney and it's really cute. So it works. And if you turn it on, I don't know, can I turn it on? Look, we got smoke coming out, which is fun. I like that. And of course I placed in some wind turbines, and I didn't realise when I placed this in, or during any of those cinematic shots, that this wind turbine is very badly placed. It's literally cutting through this little decking that I added here. Now this is one other thing that I added. I just put a little decking out here, because before we didn't have one, just 2 ceilings either side, like so. But yeah, that's problematic. You'll just die. If you stood out there, you'll just die. So I also added a little mount on the front here, and on the other side I added a clock. But turns out you can only add 1 clock in nearby, because otherwise I'd definitely have 2 clocks on the other side as well. But you can only add 1, so that sucks. So we currently have 2 methods to get into the base, and this is the first method that I added. This method is literally a elevator. Now, I did something very similar on my clifftop base and my old Steampunk base. If you haven't seen my old Steampunk base, that's about, I don't know, 6-7 months old now? Maybe 8 months old. The original Steampunk base that I did take a lot of inspiration from to build this. Obviously, I haven't done it in the same style at all because these skins do not lend itself to that kind of style of steampunk, sadly. And if you want to put an elevator in like this yourself, just go watch one of those 2 videos, because I do show you how to place in an elevator on those. Right, let's go up to the top. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. And let's head on round to find the roll rat here. I honestly thought that roll rats could fit through these gates. Turns out they can't. So you're going to be leaving your roll rats out here. Hello, buddy. I do love that. The roll rat fits in with Steampunk very nicely with this crazy contraption on its back. Yeah, you'll have to leave the roll rats outside, sadly. Well, let's pop on inside and see what I've done in here. So, the inside here is just a dino pen. This is a dino pen. You can't fit loads of dinos in here. As you can see, I haven't filled in this middle space. I wanted to keep this open. But you can fit all your Ravengers in here, your Iguanodons, probably some Trikes, Beefle Boozles. I just called it a Beefle Boozle. It's a Beezle Boofle, guys. It's a Beezle Boofle, not a Beefle Boozle. I don't know. I think I'm hungry. Listen, it's the morning. I'm aiming to post this video today, guys, and I forgot that I haven't done the base tour. So I'm literally like, oh my goodness me, it's 11 AM. I want to get this out at 3:45 PM. We're doing the base tour now. I've just woken up. I was up till like 4 AM making this video last night. So we're going for it, guys. We're going for it. I also placed in the vaults in each of the corners here. There was just a nice place for them in each of the corners. Look at that. So it made sense to have the storage there. And then I'd probably put the feeding troughs down anywhere. Hello, mister. How's it going? Right. Let's go on upstairs. So these are the stairs that lead to the upstairs or the second floor. Up the stairs we go until we get to the crafting zone. Just up here. Look at that. As you can see, we have our usual residents here. But these ones aren't just our usual ones. These are very special because these are our YouTube members. We got Gingerbird 1975 here, Squirrel, Scott Walkers, and Vaguely Hyperspace. Thank you guys so much for being my first ever YouTube members. Plenty of spaces available, guys, so go ahead. Why don't you become a YouTube member today? So yeah, we got the brand new items here. We got the Gene, I don't know, Gene something and Gene something here. What are these called? The Embryo Incubator and the Gene Storage. I absolutely love the designs of these. These are fantastic. And honestly, I'd be tempted to put them outside as decoration as well. Like on the roof and stuff, which I didn't do. But the option is there, guys. The option is there. And this is, of course, our lovely robot companion. Oh, I guess he's shy. I didn't expect that. I guess he's shy. Dude, you're meant to be showing off for the camera. What are you doing? Never mind. There's another guy over here. Oh, he just popped down too. You just popped down too, I just saw that. How dare you? Well, never mind, because very simply, here is the kitchen. Guys, there wasn't a lot of decoration that went into this section, honestly, because look, I just placed things around the edge. That's all I did, and then added the table. That's all I did. I had stuff around the edge, and then added the table. So, as far as decorating goes, that is very simple. That is very, very simple, very demure, very mindful. Up these stairs, nothing special, just a bed. I should have put a light in here. I honestly should have put a light in here. If you ever wonder how I get the smoke to come out of those chimneys, by the way, I just place a fire. You see that fireplace up there, hiding? I place a fireplace and try and aim the chimney into the metal chimneys that I've already got. That's how you do that, by the way. Over here, it's a little bit more fancy as we have the library section. Now, these are actually library storage boxes. And I believe you can just place in some blueprints in here. They can be accessed in any linked structure. So I'm not really sure what that means. Maybe the linked storage. Maybe you can access the same stuff in every library storage. I'm not 100% sure how that works. Right, here's our Dodo. He kind of looks like he's a future teller who's in front of a crystal ball, doesn't he? He's going to tell us our future later for sure. Now, over on the right here is the little nub, where I said I was going to add a desk earlier. I didn't. I just kept it as beds for a very lucky worker who gets a lovely view out of this decking way, where you could die from the giant fan that's going to saw you in half, but that's fine. And then on this side as well, we got a lovely view of the Zeppelin as well here. So whoever sleeps here has the best view of the entire Steampunk base, in my opinion. And if we head on up the next set of stairs, we come to the office where I always sit and do all my work, all my graphic design work, which honestly I have a deadline for tomorrow. And I don't know why I'm sat here making this video. I have a deadline for some of my work, but that's fine. So I sit here and do all my work when looking out the window to the lovely views. Well, this item here is the blueprint something or other. I've forgotten the name. Oh no, it's the tinkering desk. But you can bind blueprints with it. So that's what item that is. Then we have the table here. And then the linked storage, which I believe is a bit like an ender chest in Minecraft. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know in the comments below. Coming up from the office, we have my favourite area of the entire build, the Dodo Bar, run by Sir Mate over there. I've got his name. We've got our dodos here enjoying a nice cheeky beverage, which I don't blame them. I enjoy a nice cheeky beverage every now and then. Very simply put together. I mean, I probably could have done a bit more detail, maybe put some more beer barrels in somewhere, but there wasn't a lot of room with the roof coming down on me like that. Oh, he's gone to sleep again. Well, I was just about to say, from the Dodo Bar, we immediately go into the bedroom here, because obviously I love to have my bed right next to a bar. That is essential. So we have our lovely poster bed here, which I've done many times, and I did do that in the tutorial. In fact, I did all of this in the tutorial, so you know exactly how I did this. The only difference to my usual poster beds that I do is I was able to add a carpet here, because we now officially have shag rugs in the game, but sadly you can't paint them. You can't paint them yet. I don't know if that's a glitch or a bug or what, but yeah, you can't paint these right now. So hopefully that gets fixed in the future, because I'd love to be able to paint these. But it does mean no more canvas on the floor, because that's what I used to do. I used to shove canvas all over the floor. I don't have to do that anymore, so that's fan-dabby-dozy. Let's head on up to the final level, because this is the aviary. Well, it's actually whatever you want it to be. So I have done some testing. You can fit a rock drake up here, but you're going to have to change the design ever so slightly. You're just going to have to widen this a little bit. So I'd go up to that pillar there and that pillar there, and just have one section open so you can fit in a rock drake. You can also, surprisingly, fit in a zeppelin. I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place, because that makes so much more sense. You can fit a whole zeppelin in here, but it does mean that you have to disregard the design, because, yeah, it needs a bigger space again. I think it needs to go up to this pillar and this pillar. But you can have a whole zeppelin hanger up here, which works really well. And it's a missed opportunity from me, but there you go. I'm on the island anyway. I am on the island. So I placed all my birds up here instead, which works really well. It's a bit like my clifftop base, well, clifftop house even. So you can fly out into the sunset. Look at that. But if you wanted to keep the design exactly as it is, and you don't have any flyers because you're on Aberration, well, you could just place in some Ravengers up here, because Ravengers can go all the way up the stairs, or in this case down the stairs. We can go all the way down here, all the way down here, and all the way, if I can control this Ravenger, down here. Look at that. Perfecto. So, I mean, options are available. The alternative is you could place in a steam forge here, because there's definitely enough room, but it wouldn't be very practical, so I'm not sure if you'd do that. And well guys, that kind of concludes the base tour. I think I've shown you absolutely everything. I just want to say a massive thank you again to Gingerbird, Squirrel, Scott Walker and Vague Hyperspace, my first ever Tier 2 YouTube members. Thank you so much. And as always guys, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to smash that like button, comment down below what you want me to build next, and why not subscribe? It's completely free and helps me out an absolute ton. And until next time, love you guys to death, and I'll see you in the next video.